Hello and welcome to the webinar. My name's Scott Lucy. You may remember me as the co-presenter for BBC television series Living in the Sun. Well, more recently I started to investigate the various different property investment training courses that are happening across the UK. And that led me to meet with Matthew Loughlin, who's the CEO and founder of Property Investors Worldwide. Now, if you're looking to invest in property and you've really got no experience, I can promise you that the course that Matthew provides is definitely, in my opinion, the best in the country. And I researched many of them, I can assure you. So why is it interesting to invest in property in the UK? Well, we can see from this graph that property prices have increased over a period of time. And certainly every a decade at least, they double. And obviously in London, that's even more so. So it's certainly a safe investment when you invest in the right way. Traditionally, you'd be expected to put up 25% of the property value and borrow, say, around 75%. And in this particular example, you can see with solicitors' costs, closing costs of £5,000, you would need a deposit to purchase this apartment here for your investment would be £42,500. Now, clearly not everybody has that kind of amount of cash to invest. And that's what restricts many people from purchasing property in the first place, certainly from the first timers and young people trying to get onto the property ladder. So in an example like this, if you were to enter into a buy-to-let property agreement, for instance, as an investor, your rental income on that property would be £550. But when you take it out of all the costs, you can see quite clearly that there's an £88 loss at the end of the day. And you have to be very careful how you invest in property as a buy-to-let landlord. And these are some of the things that we will be focusing on during the course. What we teach is different. We show you how to buy properties at the right price, in the right area, and how to find the right tenants. And more importantly, how to achieve the most amount of cash flow from that property. Somewhere between £300 to £1,000 per month profit is what we'd be aiming for. That's after all the bills, the mortgages paid, that would be your clear profit. So very much unlike the previous example where you lost £88 a month, we want to put you into a positive cash flow, and that requires the right research. We believe this is the fastest way to financial freedom, by leveraging other people's money, using banks' money, mortgages to purchase properties, using the tenants' money, the rent, to pay the mortgage and the bills. So you're now in control of an asset which has got immediate cash flow and capital appreciation. And we don't know of any other asset that behaves like this, generating two forms of income while someone else services and pays off the debt. Now, property prices and rents will continue to rise because we live on an island. There is no one making any more land. Immigration into the UK, the divorce rate is going up, which means there's required now 2 houses instead of 1. People living longer, so the property is not turning over as much as it used to. And then we've got brownfield and greenbelt land, which is released very slowly in many cases, which holds up development. Now, currently we need 400,000 new properties to be built each year just to keep up with demand. And we're only building around 150 to 200,000. That's according to the Kate Barker report. There's 1.8 million people on council house waiting lists. So looking forward to the future, what do you think the average UK house price might be in 2025? Double? When should you start investing in property? Now. So this course is a 3-day course. It's run from Friday to Sunday. It's a residential training workshop which takes place in Milton Keynes. It's conducted by Matthew Loughlin, a multi-millionaire owner of a large property portfolio over the last 30 years, which he's developed. This training course has been available for the last 10 years, And as I mentioned previously, over 3,500 delegates have gone through it. It takes place at one of the largest dedicated training centres in the UK. Very, very comfortable, and it's a great environment in which to learn. What's included during the 3 days? Well, you get two nights hotel accommodation. You have access to the pool, spa, gymnasium facilities, free Wi-Fi, tea and coffee, soft drinks throughout the weekend, a 3-course evening meal Friday and Saturday night, extensive breakfast buffet, hot and cold, on Saturday and Sunday morning, plus a 3-course lunch on Saturday and Sunday. So you're well catered for during the weekend you're there. But it is an intensive training. You can expect to have between 15 to 30 delegates on that course, just like you, along to learn all about property investing. You'll have access over the weekend to a proven property system which has been established over the last 30 years. We have tried and tested, trusted professional services. We have the Scrutari online software and a nationwide expert sourcing agents, with offices based in Milton Keynes, London and Chelmsford. And there's more. We actually help you develop an action plan. We have a monthly mentoring to help you follow the system and become financially free. So it's not just the weekend, there's much more to it. You have guidance through developing your business plan and online downloads, tenancy agreements, legal paperwork in templated form that you can use. You have access to the exclusive Scrutari software system and access to independent financial advisors, tax experts, solicitors, and individual strategy meetings to help you build your business. So a little bit about Scrutari software. This is a UK first. In fact, as far as we're aware, there isn't anything like it on the market currently at all. This software will help you to basically do your research, and that is probably the most important basic part of property investing, making the right choices. So it helps you to assess each property in the area where it's actually located. By entering in this information, it will then work through a database and give you best options you can have for properties and values and rental incomes in that area, showing you the rental potential, whether it be for a single family let or a multi-let, through house of multiple occupation, which may be occupancy, which may be through students or professional people. Building in your refurbishment costs, very important part of it, the estimates that you believe what it's going to cost you and what it actually costed you. So it helps you to assess as you start to learn more about the costings involved in refurbishment. Keeping track of your deposit, how you create that deposit through spare cash, through loans, through joint ventures, sale of items, etc. And how to structure the deal in terms of mortgage, financing costs, and money movement analysis. Very, very complex structure to this, but very simple to use. So when you start, you can in fact be making money very, very quickly. You certainly be paying less tax, you have a safe investment, and something that's a legacy that you can pass on to your children. It also provides you with an income into retirement, so you don't have to be working through the latter part of your years. We have what we call super employees. This is the money that you have is working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You have multiple income streams. You have the ability to work anywhere in the world and the opportunity to become financially free. So to give you just an insight is some of the things that we can do on the course. In the first example on the left here, you can buy your property for £80,000. As I mentioned earlier, you need a 25% deposit. So your return on investment in this example would be 13%. Or you could buy a property using the leverage systems that we can instruct you on. That same property, 80,000, you'd only need a £9,000 deposit, and your return on investment will be 100%. So using other people's money, or OPM, to get you to a position of wealth. So your first cash box in this example, the property valued at £80,000, you purchase the property below market value for 60, your loan is 51,000 and your deposit is £9,000. By loan to value remortgage, 75% of the 80,000, £60,000, you repay the loan of 51 and you get your £9,000 back. So you're now into the property, renting it out with a tenant, £550 a month. Your mortgage repayment is only £250, so it gives you a cash flow of £300 a month. The equity in the property, the difference between the loans of £60,000 and the value of 80, there's £20,000 worth of equity now in the property, and over the year, that £550 a month rent is gearing up 12 months of the year, £3,600 cash flow per year. Your £9,000 is returned and you're ready to buy again. So using this system to duplicate, in this example, the 4 properties we have here, each valued at £80,000. So the property portfolio is now £320,000. Approximately £1,000 a month cash flow from those 4 units, a deposit of £20,000 to buy wherever you want without tying up any of your own capital using the financial tools we've explained. So how much will it cost for this course? Well, during my research, I came across many different courses varying from 5, 10, 20, even 30 odd thousand pounds to go on a 3-day course. That sort of money is enough to actually invest in a property. So it can be very, very expensive. Also, subscriptions to software, that's another part you have to build in. Now, for the property investors course, it's not tens of thousands of pounds. The whole thing, 3-day weekend workshop, including your accommodation and food for the weekend and drinks, etc., is just £1,247. And a monthly subscription to the software is £167. We guarantee 100% satisfaction, and I certainly haven't met anybody yet that is dissatisfied with the course. So in summary, you will have a 3-day residential workshop. Your materials and workbooks are included in that. You have access to this Scrutari software. It's the industry first and absolutely fantastic in terms of keeping accountability of your portfolio. The UK head office support, monthly community mentoring days where you can meet with your fellow students of the course and people that have been going for up to 10 years going backwards that have been around the investment program. Below market value discounted property, how to access that. Professional advisors and lenders, tried and tested, very important part of it. And the opportunity to recover the cost of the workshop via our affiliate referral program. And more on that at a different time. So what we suggest you do is to get back to the person who contacts you, and thank you very much for watching.